Iconic Rainier Beer. It's getting its own documentary highlighting the commercials that made Rainier a national name. Well, last night, Team Evening was inside the historic mountain room at the old Rainier Brewery, and Evening Saint Bryan spoke with filmmakers who are working on an upcoming documentary to give us a preview.
Oh, Audrey, look over there.
Where? Oh, a whole herd of Rainier beers.
For decades, Rainier outsold Budweiser, Miller, and every other brand in our area. And it's all thanks to the offbeat ads dreamt up in the early 70s by Terry Heckler and his Seattle ad agency.
The Rainier commercials pretty much changed how beer advertising was done.
Hey, Marlene, give me another beer.
Get it yourself, Bob!
Not only were they funny, but they kind of captured Northwest culture.
At their Tacoma bar, the Peterson brothers have a mini museum dedicated to all things Rainier, including a TV that played lo-fi versions of Rainier commercials found on YouTube.
And we're like, where's the original film for this?
Rainier Beer!
We kept thinking it's got to be out there somewhere. We'll find it. Nobody would throw away this iconic history.
The brothers teamed up with director Isaac Olson, who, by total chance, discovered all the footage, including outtakes, at the Washington State Historical Society, less than a mile and a half from the bar.
That was the big break. We have miles of outtakes. You want Mickey Rooney outtakes? You came to the right place.
Mickey Rooney appeared in 5 Rainier Beer campaigns.
The rumor was that he was kind of in a career lull, so he was paid $500 plus a Ford station wagon, and that turned out to be true.
To get access to the footage, the documentary team promised the Historical Society they would digitize everything to 4K. The difference is astonishing. Before and after.
The agreement we came to with them, that is the only reason the project is a reality. I'm thirsty.
You could tell just by watching the commercials that they had a good time coming up with these ideas, and probably a really good time filming them too.
Whatever the special ingredient was, it has had lasting power.
I'm gonna crack this open.
That story's so good, we gotta drink a Rainier to that.
Yes, we gotta.
What a cool story.
Oh, thank you.
How did you, okay, well, I got so many questions, but first of all, let's take a sip.
Yeah, okay. You can see it's just a crisp, clean sort of beer, belongs right next to the Budweisers and the Coors, but what makes it special is it's Rainier. It's Northwest, and those ads, as much as the beer itself, is the reason you're going to see when you go to a bar in the Northwest, you're going to see lots of people drinking Rainier. It's sort of saying, I'm a Northwesterner.
I feel like I truly became a Northwesterner when I had my first one. We'll get to that in a minute, but first I want to say, I mean, I cannot believe the difference from the original to the 4K. I mean, unbelievable how clear it gets.
Yeah, and it's going to be a treasure that for everybody. It's not just for the documentary makers now. All that footage goes back to the Washington State Historical Society, and anybody who wants to see all the classic great ads as they're meant to be seen can now do it.
And it's such a gift. It was kind of the pop culture too. And you actually learned something pretty cool just last night, right?
Just last night I got a message that apparently in that running of the Rainiers, that
last shot y'all saw.
Basically, that Jenny Durkin was in it, was right there in the crowd before she became mayor. That was her claim of fame. Had she never been mayor, that would have been her major claim to fame.
I would. That's pretty cool. Do you remember where you were when you had your first Rainier beer?
No. That probably says a lot about me. No, I don't. But I will say that you go into any bar right now, you're going to see the big R.
Yeah.
It's still something that everybody enjoys.
I actually didn't have my first Rainier beer till my 40th birthday. That's me.
Oh, there you are.
Taking my first sip. And I was like, what have I been waiting for? I actually like this better than most of, like you said, your light beers, your Bud Lights. It has a better flavor to it.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff.
It's good
really
stuff.
Is.
And I cannot wait to see this documentary. And thank you so much.
Yeah, well, you're going to have to because it's 2 years from now.
Well, we'll wait. That's okay, but that's why we have your story in the meantime.
Okay.
Thanks so much.
Sure.